My name is Priya. I have severe myalgic encephalomyelitis. It took me 13 years to be properly diagnosed. This is why Teach ME, Treat ME is so important.
My name is Glenn Tucker and I have severe ME. It took me 3.5 years to be properly diagnosed.
My name is Amy. I have myalgic encephalomyelitis. It took me 6 years to be diagnosed.
My name is Trish Lohr. I have myalgic encephalomyelitis. It took me 9 years to get properly diagnosed.
It took me 2 years to be properly diagnosed.
It took me 7 years to be properly diagnosed.
A year and a half.
10 years.
22 years.
16 years.
10 years. Over 2 years.
2 years. 28 years to get a proper diagnosis.
It took me decades. I have no specialty treatment in a rural healthcare setting. There are very few in urban settings that I've lived in because we're not teaching what we need to teach.
My sister Cara Jane had severe ME. She started with symptoms at 8 years old, and it took 9 years to get a diagnosis, at which point her ME had become severe. She died in January 2023.
It took me over 3 years.
8 months.
Nearly 2 years.
7 years.
More than 5 years.
I had to diagnose myself with the disease, reading hundreds of articles and taking nearly 5 years before I came up with an answer. When I presented this information to my PCP at the time, she had no idea what ME/CFS was nor how to treat it. Unfortunately, in 2024, some things are still the same.
It took me 4.5 years.
3 years.
3.5 years.
It took me almost 10 years.
I have been homebound with this for 4 years and still do not have a proper diagnosis.
17 years.
23 years.
7 years.
It took 2 years to be properly diagnosed.
There are few doctors who are aware of this illness, and fewer who know how to go about treating it with the tools that are available.
And this is why Teach ME, Treat ME is so important.
And this is why Teach ME, Treat ME is so important.
This is why Teach ME, Treat ME is so important.
This is why Teach ME, Treat ME is so important.
We'd love it if you spread the word to teach me, treat me, to get everyone the access and the knowledge from our physicians community to diagnose us well in advance.